One, two, three. Stuck in your mom up a tree. What's current, YouTube? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Monday Night Live with your boy Tony. I am just going to be doing my usual checks. Make sure we are live. Audio check. The usual stuff. Oh, I've had the notification. Let's see. Audio check incoming. Make sure we are live. Audio check. We are live. I can confirm we are live. No swearing. You know the rules. No swearing. I know your mum. I think your mum's on speed dial 3. Yeah. Donald Mackerel Gaming. What is occurring? You really? No, actually, we're bang on time. I'll do the register. Donald Mackerel, present. Right. So I got my chair, my gaming chair, just off camera, because I moved it over a bit. So you can see we've got many tellies, many games consoles. So, what are we going to talk about tonight, boys and girls, grannies and aunts? I was going to do my Game of the Year. This is going to be the Tony's Game of the Year event. Big deal in the gaming industry, innit? But I can't make I kind of had my mind made up, but in Tekken 8, there's Clive from Final Fantasy 16 has just dropped. So Clive, what's his name? Rodfield, Clive from Clive from Final Fantasy 16. And it's funny because I've just finished Final Fantasy 16. It's the only Final Fantasy game I've ever finished. It's almost as if Bandai are watching me. They're obviously watching me. Massive YouTube channel. Clive, what's his surname? Rodfield. Clive Drexler from the basketball. Oh, let's have a look. Donald Mackerel Gaming. I think we should talk about our favourite biscuits. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Accessory 6. What is occurring, Kev? Sorry I'm late. I forgot my PE kit. Detention for you, Kev. 10 laps, Kevin. Yes, isn't it? 10 laps. Nude. Oh, no, that's my school, not your school. Yeah, so what are we going to talk about tonight? It's a bit... So that was the plan. And then, obviously, Clive dropped. And it's a bit confusing. I think he's out on Friday, okay? Now, one character... I'm a massive fan of Tekken 8. My favourite character's not in it, Kunimitsu. But Victor plays the new character. He plays almost identical to... or very similar to Kunimitsu. Not identical. So he's my favourite in that game. But then Clive, I don't know, I think the fighting game community, from what I can tell, is quite mixed. There's a lot of memes going on. Who is he? It's very funny. It's almost a coincidence. They've literally last week just finished Final Fantasy 16, and all of a sudden this announcement drops. So from what I can tell, I think he's available if you just want to buy the one character from Friday, I think. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy that character. I can't afford the year 1 season pass. I know it's on sale though. I know you get the 4 characters. And how mad is it that Leroy isn't... he's a DLC character. Leroy. It's almost like saying Ken Masters is a DLC character in Street Fighter 6 or any of the Street Fighters. It's wild when you think about it. And Hayachi, why is he back? I thought we killed him in Tekken 7. Anyway, so that's going to be next week's video. Okay, and I'm off. My last day of work is Friday, so I'll have a bit more time to prepare for that. Okay. So what we're going to do tonight is I've kind of got a bit of a mishmash of a video. So I'm going to do my pickups because I want to do the old-fashioned, I haven't done one for ages, what I've been playing, what I've been watching, and what I've been reading, okay? I haven't really watched much, but the thing is, what I've been playing a lot of it is my new pickups, which I haven't shown off yet. So as I show off these pickups, I think I've played every single one of them. Yeah. As I show off the pickups, I'll talk about them as we go, if that makes any sense. All right. And I also got notes on the... Got my notebook out. I got notes on the PlayStation 2024 wrap-up. Some interesting numbers for me and interesting for me. So we'll have a talk about that. And as a YouTube channel, I want to give a shout-out. It's official. I've seen the best games room I've ever seen. Okay? And it's someone in the UK. Okay? So I'm going to give that channel a shout-out. Okay? So where shall we start? I'll do my non-gaming pickup then. I don't know. I bought them. Did I need them? Maybe now my hours are drastically cut. Maybe it's not the best idea, but I got my priorities right. What's the Dumb and Dumber, isn't it? When he's got like $20 or something. When Lloyd says, right, go in and buy the basics, the essentials. And he comes out with like a Mexican hat, funny glasses and stuff like that. So, if you can't tell, this is a Black Friday pickup as well. So, I've had this for quite a while. It's a pin badge set. So, I'll open it up so we can have a live unboxing. Have a better look. The reason I bought it, or the one I wanted, was Mechagodzilla. How cool does he look? And it worked out cheaper to buy them in the set. The set was in the sale. It was cheaper to buy the 4 than individually. Okay. So, yeah, check out. Really good weight on them as well. When I do my games room tour, that is coming. I've got, like, part of my games room. I think I did it over a year ago, so you might have seen it before. I took off the door. It was just in the way. Okay. So, what I've done is a couple of my pin badges are in the door frame, so I'm going to have them all going down the door frame, so I've got a really cool home for them. But Mechagodzilla might go on my jacket or something, so I can be a nerd when I'm out, a bigger nerd when I'm out and about, you know. So that's my first pickup to show you guys. What else? I don't know, you've probably seen this, guys. My imaginary friend Chris. Check that bad boy out. And now the proud owner of a Sega Mega Drive 2. And Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So, I think, yeah, we set this up yesterday. Only had a quick go on it, okay? My attention's been elsewhere. So, it came with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Not sure if you've heard of that. What a good game first game to have. Technically, it's my second game. So, I'm now the proud owner of 2 Mega Drive games. The other one I've got is Primal Rage. What a brilliant game that is. And my imaginary friend Chris, so he gifted that to me. Thank you very much. Shout out my imaginary friend Chris. It was like as a thank you for looking after his dog for a week. And he's also said he's got a loose cart spare because he double dipped of Fatal Fury. So yes. Then I was thinking Fatal Fury. I think Fatal Fury 2 came out of the Master System as well. It did, but it's the most expensive game in CX. It's like, so we won't be having that one in the collection anytime soon. Don Macro Gaming, is this the best games room? Mine? Interesting. It's mine, isn't it? Maybe not. I was going to play it on the TV in the background, but the channel, he's... We'll talk about the channel. Well, the channel is, you probably heard of him. If you haven't, chuck him a like and a subscribe, okay? It's Craig's here again. I will tag, once this video has finished live, I will tag his channel, okay? And it's one of those rooms where it's like a shrine. It's not like, if you look at mine. So I got I think they're called Billy bookcases, okay? So I got all my games. He's got bigger gaps. I'm not 100% sure what shelves he's got, right? But he's got bigger gaps and It's like, for example, Dead or Alive. You'll have Dead or Alive, like Fight Stick, the figures, and I know these are serious money. Some of these figures in, especially like he's got big Blanca ones. He's got E Honda, Balrog, statues. Do you know what I mean? It's jam packed. He's got a tiny little gap. He said he's got some stuff, or a lot of stuff on order. Okay, I think he uploaded this video yesterday, his latest one. It's only a 12-minute video, but it takes me ages because I'm pausing, pressing pause. Wow, look at that! I'm zooming in. But he's even got like games like Melty Blood, Mortal Kombat. He's got. I don't think there's. It's hard. I'm thinking off the top of my head. He's got every major and not major titles, like a shrine. Each shelf is a shrine, and he's even got like shrines for certain characters, like Ibuki from Third Strike's in there. Started in Third Strike. Amazing, and it's one of those. I'll never get there. It's like one of those that you think this is. But it's literally just fighting games. It's just a room probably around about the size of my games room. But it's hard to tell because he's got so much stuff in there. You know, it's amazing collection. Okay, so that's Craig's here again. I will tag him in the video when I finished. Okay. So catch up in the comments. X06, will you get a Master System card converter for your Mega Drive? Probably not, because my Master System 2 is working fine, but it's an option if that does go faulty, because these are old. Like this Mega Drive, I think it said 1992. I mean, that's old, you know, so the Master System's even older than that, but it's a nice plan B kind of thing. So yes, right now, no, I'm probably not. But it's not a bad shout if something happens to my Master System 2, you know. Donald Macro Gaming unsubscribed. Sorry, mate. But yeah, go check it out if you haven't. It's really, really, really good. And if you do get round to watching, if you ever watch this, Craig, invite me round. I'll knock on your door. I'll be there with a balaclava and a big sack, empty sack. I won't. No, it's... You know, like, you talk about, like, some people have got, like, Metal Gear has over 7,000 games in his collection. But they're just the games. This is, like, the extra mile. Like, the arcade sticks. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12 arcade sticks. They're not cheap, do you know what I mean? But he's got same arcade sticks, just with different prints on them. He's got, guys, it's amazing, right? It's funny, I'm talking about it now because I've literally just watched the video within the last half hour or so, you know. Yeah, so go check it out. So yeah, we played a little bit of Sonic 2. That was just testing out the Mega Drive. It works like a dream, okay, no issues there. And the controller, it's got 2 controllers in it. They're like brand new. They feel like they've never been used. Really, really clean and everything like that, you know. What else did I pick up? I'll do... Because I've finished a book and I've started a new book, so we'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll do these 2 first then. I put things I want to talk about first at the bottom, you know. Very organised around here. So I'll talk about this one first because I have completed it. Still Wakes the Deep. It's in my top 10 games I've played this year. And if we're talking about the year, do you know is it on the PS4 as well, the wrap-up? So it's like a summary of all the games you've played. It tells you this. We'll talk about mine in a bit, right? But this year has been a very quiet year for fighting games. So normally, I think we've had 3 fighting games in a year. That's shockingly bad, isn't it? I know we've had Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat only just last year. King of Fighters was the year before that. But that's quite poor. But the good thing is, right, it's allowed me to discover a new genre, if you like. So survival horror if another 2 or 3 fighting games came out this year, I probably wouldn't have got round to playing Resident Evil 2. That game is outstanding, okay? So, this game I bought, it was only like, I think it was 17.99 in the Amazon Black Friday sale, okay? I like so much about it. It took me 4.5 hours to complete it. I think I did it in 2, maybe 3 sit-ins, okay? It didn't overstay its welcome. I feel like 17.99 is a bargain. If I paid 59.99, I don't know, that's a lot to pay because there's not a lot of actual content in there. It has got replayability, I suppose. I'm not traded. That's staying in my collection. Okay, I enjoyed it that much. It's a very easy story to follow. I do recommend putting the subtitles on because it's set in Scotland, on an oil rig, set in Scotland. And I used to live in Carlisle, so that accent's pretty extreme. It's almost a Scottish accent. But I couldn't understand it. At the start, I couldn't understand a word they were saying. I was like, what language are they speaking? And then within an hour, I understood. All right, I was getting it, but I recommend putting the subtitles on. that's my advice anyway. Seriously, right? It's almost a 10 out of 10 game. Right, I enjoyed it that much. Right, but I did talk about this one bug that really spoilt it for me, and I don't know. It seems like it's quite a common bug. But it's basically you're swimming down this corridor underwater, really slow swimming, and you can't get. It's like as if you need to turn left, but it doesn't let you turn left. So you go, all right, okay, I can't fit down there for some reason. It must be this way. And I wasted about a half hour, and it's really stressful drowning, and the sound you make when he's drowning every single time. And then I looked on YouTube. Is there any bugs? And it was a comment on a video, like a playthrough. It said, if anyone gets stuck on this part, reset your console and try it again, like reload it, and it did work, okay? So that did dampen the experience, okay? But it's great. It's so good. It's like a cross between... I don't know the thing. That's one of my favourite movies of all time. Is it 1982? John Carpenter's The Thing. It's inspired by that, I suppose. Yeah, it'd make a good movie, but I think it's a better game, you know. So yeah, really good, interesting story, you know. We need a new Bloody Roar and Darkstalkers. Yes. So going back to Craig's here again, he's even got must be the Japanese releases of Dark. He's got physical releases on the PS3 of Darkstalkers. I don't know. The closest thing we've had is costumes for Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 6, you know. You just know we'd sell. And yes, we definitely need another, Bloody Roar and Darkstalkers. But that game, I strongly recommend, okay? And it's, I'm quite excited about getting into, like, Silent Hill 2. I can't wait to play that. What's the other one? Resident Evil 4 remake. I can't wait to play that one as well. So yeah, exciting times. But it's a negative that we've had a bad or quiet year for fighting games. But it's allowed me to discover other gems out there, you know. The other game I picked up, this was... I think this was this a Black Friday sale? I picked it up around about the same time. Space Marine 2. I haven't actually finished it. I'm really enjoying it. I paid 37.99, I think, there or thereabouts, okay? But I don't know, it's a third-person shooter. You've got a team of... There's 3, so there's another 2 people with you. It's quite an interesting story. Visually, it's one of the best games I've ever seen. But I'm starting to think that... I think I've said it before. I think the first-person and third-person shooters, or shooters, we'll call them, I think they peaked on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, you know. So, like, I'm talking Halo 3, Gears of War. It kind of gives me Gears of War 2 or Gears of War 3 kind of vibes. They're better games in my opinion, okay? I know this is a lot newer, but they're more fun than this. It is fun, so maybe I sounded like I don't like it. I'm exactly 77% of my way through it. Yeah, I'd say if you like the Gears of War games, you will enjoy that. I don't know. I probably, though, going to be trading that in when I finished with it, okay? But because I've been playing something else on the Xbox 360, that hasn't really had a look in all week. I think I played one game in the last week, if I'm being honest. What else have I picked up? So these are games I've just been playing. I'll do my book. I know we're all over the place, but these are just stuff. Not sure if I showed this off. I've just finished reading this. Last Gamer Standing. I think it's actually like a book written for teens. The reason I say that is it's great for me because I'm blind as a bat without my glasses. It's got quite a large font, so you feel like you can read 10 pages in a couple of minutes. Then when you fly through this book, but it was a decent story. It's set ridiculously far in the future, but it's like gaming is. It shows like it's not the cleverest story. It's a charming book, let's say. It's how to explain. Basically, gaming is huge now, but like people are in the future, people go to college and university. I know they're kind of starting that now, aren't they? They go to university to learn. Imagine going to university to specialise in Fortnite or PUBG, those kind of games. You know what I mean? So basically, there's the newest version of that, and it's like VR, and you wear a suit and all that. Oh, Pasman90, Tony, how are you, buddy? All good in the hood? All good in the hood. How are you? Thanks for stopping on by. Don Macro Gaming, I'm enjoying Space Marine 2, but doubt I'll finish it. Too busy playing SnowRunner. That looks decent, mind. I never, ever would have thought a game like that would appeal to me. I like driving and stuff, but watching you play it, yeah, it looks a good laugh, do you know what I mean? But in this future, go back to the book. I'll finish up about the book really quickly, as quickly as I can. So, this 12-year-old girl from a poor family. Her mum is really sick in hospital, and she enters this competition where the first prize is like loads of money, and if she wins the competition, she'll be able to help her mum with the medical bills and stuff like that. But in this future, it's weird because everything's harder for women for some reason, or girls. It's like, because she's a girl, she's got to she's got to pretend to be a boy. And it's like, what? It's like an alternate reality where, I don't know, it's like, because she's a girl, she thinks everything is harder for girls for some bizarre reason. I don't get that bit, but it's a happy ending. Yeah, it's worth the read. I only paid a couple of quid for it. I can't remember. I think it was an Amazon pickup. So, Last Gamer Standing. Okay. Yeah, decent read, you know. So, I've picked up. So, I've gone from a nice thin book with a nice big font to a massive. Look how big that book is. I think it's like 700 and something pages. Okay. Yeah, just under 700 pages. It's the Michael Jordan, The Life book, okay? I've only just started, 40 odd pages in, but look how small. Good job I've got glasses. I can't see any of that, the writing in that. So, apparently it's the most in-depth thing about Michael Jordan, but basically I'm 40 odd pages in, and I know all about his great-grandfather growing up in the South, then his father, then how his father met his mother. We've hardly mentioned Michael Jordan yet. If it wasn't Michael Jordan, if it was probably any other sports person, I probably would have stopped reading it. But because it's Michael Jordan, one of my favourite athletes of all time, I'm sticking with it, you know. So that's going to keep me entertained for quite a long time, I should imagine. Don Macro Gaming, don't get me started on that. You're not a fan of Jordan, are you? Oh, oof. I know he was harsh with his teammates, because I'm rewatching The Last Dance. I know it's Michael Jordan's controlling the narrative, isn't it? It's like a Michael Jordan documentary, isn't it? He's the main character, and apparently everything had to go through him. So if someone said something bad, they're just going to cut it out of the documentary. So it's basically look how good Michael Jordan was kind of documentary. I get that, but I just got so many fond memories. My favourite player for them, for the Chicago Bulls, is Dennis Rodman back in the day. Anyway, okay. But yeah, hopefully that's going to be a nice, interesting, and hopefully I learned some things I didn't know about MJ. Okay. So what have I been playing this week? Okay. Don Macro Gaming. Luke Longley was cut from the dock because he wouldn't stick to the narrative. Oh, interesting. Yeah, he wasn't in it, was he? Or was he in it a bit? I watched episode 1 last night, actually. Who am I thinking? I think, is he in it a little bit? I think he is. Is he the Luke Longley? Is he the Australian massive guy? Well, they're all massive, aren't they? Okay, so I finally... So this year I wanted to complete a Final Fantasy game. So I've ticked that one off the list, right? And there's always been... So Fable 3, right? It's always been one of those games where I've completed it. I think this is the third time. First 2 times I got the bad ending. I was terrible at earning the money. I didn't know how to play the bloody game, basically. So had it when it first came out, 2000 whatever, 2010, 2011, around whenever it first came out. Okay, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Got the bad ending. So I run out of money, and what a depressing ending. It's like. People didn't like you. People didn't, because I couldn't keep to my promises. If you played the game, you might know. You might know what I'm talking about. But basically, you're trying to overthrow your brother as the king, and you got to get the people to support you. These other leaders to support you. And you make these promises, and if you break the promise, they turn against you. Obviously. But you need 6.5 million gold, right? And believe it or not, the first 2 times, stupidly, I was trying to play it. I didn't buy any property. I just thought it was some silly thing. Now, like Skyrim, you buy a house, so you can set up a family, blah, blah, blah. I thought it was like that. But, of course, you can buy a house, rent it out. You can buy a shop. And every 5 minutes, you accumulate gold. So I started off every 5 minutes. Oh, this is amazing. I'm having 100 gold every 5 minutes. And I kept buying properties and putting that money back. Like it becomes like a real estate simulator game, doesn't it? I got up to over 100,000 gold every 5 minutes, okay? So I put like 7.5 million into the treasury, okay? And then I had... The other thing so I had the good ending. And the other thing I wanted to do then was to... Again, if you've played the game, you might remember what I mean. There's a key up on the ceiling, like almost at the ceiling in your treasury. So if you've got enough gold, you can climb up the gold to get this key. Then you've got to empty the treasury to open the chest that's underneath it. So I did that yesterday as well, but I think if you watched my video yesterday where I set up my Mega Drive and my Nintendo Wii, basically I just left the game running while I was doing that video. So 30 minutes, every 5 minutes accumulating gold, like 100,000. So I've done it now. I don't know if I'll ever play it again, but it's like an itch I've been meaning to scratch for over 10 years, so I'm really happy. I don't know where it came from, this urge. Randomly, I just thought, I need to play Fable 3. I don't know where it came from. I haven't watched any videos on YouTube about it or anything. It just entered my head. And that's a good thing about having a collection with over 1,000 games. You might not want to play it for 4 or 5 years, but it's nice to know that these games are just sitting on the shelf. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, really, really enjoyed that, It's not as good as the first one's my favourite one, but it's just one that I thought, I always got the bad ending. It gets to 1 day to go, you get invaded, I'm like, well, I haven't got enough time. I was always trying to like be the blacksmith, doing the swords, earning, I don't know, 1,000 gold here or there kind of thing. No, sod that. It's got to be 100,000 every 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Really good fun, you know. Right, let's catch up on the comments. Luke Longley, he's completely cut. They put Bill Wellington. That's what I was thinking of in instead. And even he wasn't exactly glowing about Jordan. I had the NBA hoops cards where he had to wear the number 12 top. What? Michael Jordan had to wear 12, did he? I know he wore 45 when he came back from his retirement for a while. I don't know what that was all about. Don McElgaiman, I had Allen Iverson's high school jersey. I can't believe he sold it. Oh, dude. No, he was a player, wasn't he? Udon, how could you have sold it? I'm an idiot. How much did you get for it? Do you remember? What a good player, I'll go talk about basketball then. So, what a good player Allen Iverson was. I think he was like 5'11". So, it's average height, or probably above average height over here in the UK. And he looked tiny, didn't he? But they just couldn't get the ball off him. And he could dunk as well. £27. What is he? Reebok he was sponsored by, wasn't he? So that's what most of my week's been taken up by. Okay. Played the week before. Still doing my playthrough Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, but obviously Rising, the sequel to this. Update on 2B, so just a quick update. She is... did I get to 250? I think she's either 249 or 250. So my goal by the end of the year was to get her up to at least halfway to that 500. So I'm there or thereabouts. So happy days. I played a little bit and was shocked how bad I was at it. So I was playing the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. I thought, I'm in the mood to play some Street Fighter Alpha 3. Yeah, I'll go in and play it. But because I've been playing so much of that, it's crazy. It's probably the worst I've ever been on a Street Fighter game. Because my brain is so... I was playing with a control pad. I should have just played with a stick. What they call it? What's it called? Like your instincts, reactions. I can't think of the words. It's so tuned towards Grand Blue Fantasy. We'll get to how many hours I put into that this year, okay? It's almost like I've never played this game before. I was shocked how bad I was doing with it, you know? So, played a little bit of that, so that's Alpha 3. And boy, we got round to playing it at last, because I got a Nintendo Wii now. Tatsunoko versus Capcom. What an underrated game. If you've got a Nintendo Wii, that needs to be in your collection. What an absolutely beautiful game as well. Really diverse cast of characters to choose from. And a load of characters I haven't got a clue about. Because we didn't have these cartoons or this franchise in the UK, you know. So, brilliant game. Trust me on that. Let's catch up on the comments. Axeria 6, yes, someone stole his number 23 just before a major game, so had to borrow number 12. Oh, right, okay. And try to get the photographer to destroy his photos. No way. I know he was, It's in the documentary, isn't it? Where he was so thing about Nike. He's the perfect employee, really, isn't he? In the Olympics, he didn't want to wear the tracksuit in the medal ceremony. Because I think it was Reebok, was it? But Reebok paid so much money to kit all these athletes out in their clobber. So clever, he had the American flag draped over, like covering the logo kind of thing. What a mentality on someone. Access Area 6, there's a video on my channel about 2 strange NBA hoops cards. That sounds familiar. I think I've seen all your videos, Kev. Don McGaming, he's also got a doctor sacked for saying that he didn't have flu during his flu game. It was food poisoning, wasn't it? That's what it revealed. It's called the flu game, isn't it? But what What a drama, all hugging. Oh, I'm so tired. Then he goes up and dunks. Then, oh, I'm so tired. That was a bit cringe. And my last pickup, guys. Okay. Only watched half of this. So far, so very good. Godzilla 2000. So I found, I think it's still in here. It's a copy, right? So if you didn't know, if you haven't got a American DVD player, because they're all region locked and stuff, they're not guaranteed to work on our DVDs and Blu-ray players over here. But there's a seller on eBay, and yeah, you are. There's a seller, and basically he burns the discs. I've had about 4, 5 Godzilla movies off the guy. Like Godzilla 1984, or The Return of Godzilla 1985, depending on Japanese or American version you want to watch. I was looking, I thought the only way I'm going to watch that movie, eventually they'll have it in 4K, I hope. That's my dream, right? My one dream. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I honestly was looking into buying either an American Blu-ray player, or one of these expensive ones that would play all of them. Or I thought I was just going to have the VHS and just have it on tape, do you know what I mean? That's shit, isn't it? So these are all good quality, and I will give the seller a plug, actually. David the Bruce. He does Godzilla movies, and he's got some like hard to find DVDs, like Battle Beyond the Stars. If you've seen that, you know, the old school sci-fi. A couple of horror movies are in there, like hard stuff to. And he doesn't charge a lot. That was like a tenner or something, or even less, or about a tenner. Normally, I watch the item on eBay. Within 24 hours, he's knocking a couple of quid off. We're doing a bit of a deal. So I always do that. And then I have messaged the guy. I always give him a really good review as well. Yeah, so definitely recommend that if you like your Godzilla movies. He's my go-to anyway. Okay. Right, so that's pretty much all my pickups. I have picked up, I can't show it because it's a Christmas present for my imaginary friend Chris. Shout out my imaginary friend Chris, okay? If I do the Christmas wrap, if you're new to the channel, it's just me wrapping up, amazing skills, wrapping up all my Christmas presents. I think we normally do it on Christmas Eve, last minute as usual. So Chris, do not watch that video, otherwise you'll have a spoiler of what you're getting off Santa Claus. Okay then, guys. The last part then. The exciting part. Time to get the glasses on. So, the PlayStation 2024 wrap-up. Okay. So I've made some notes. I was going to do, obviously I can't do it because I'm live, do you know what I mean? But I was going to share some screenshots. But isn't it random? Couldn't have planned this any better. I played, just on the PlayStation 5, I played 100 games in the last year. Let's have a look. Don Macro Gaming, you still haven't told us your favourite biscuit. Okay then, so favourite biscuit would be... I'm trying to cut down on biscuits. No, my health, right, is... Oh, my imaginary friend Chris. We demand to see the present. I think you like it. It's, yeah, I'm not going to say anymore because I will give it away unintentionally. Yeah, don't watch that video, Chris. What was I going to say? Oh, my favourite biscuit. Is it a chocolate biscuit? Yeah, but I'm trying to stop all that now because I got some issues going on. So I need to lose weight, basically. I can hardly breathe sometimes. Old age, great fun. So if it's, I don't know. If it's a chocolate bar, I know you said the word biscuit, right? But it's reminded me the most underrated chocolate bar, and it's criminal how underrated it is, right? Is a Topic. That is the best chocolate bar out there. but it's not very it's not very popular. I don't know why. Give me a topic over 10 Mars bars any day, do you know what I mean? Snickers, Twix, all the big fucking Mount Rushmore chocolate bars. But yeah, topic is always going to be my favourite chocolate bar. But biscuit, I don't know, I'm not really big. I can't remember the last time I bought biscuits. Is it Rich Tea? I don't know. What's the ones that were like little rectangles? They got like, I don't know. Is it a Welsh thing? I don't know. Got little cows in them. What are they? Oh, I love Club Orange. Dude. There's two things. If I smell orange chocolate, I gag. It's got something in it, and I'm allergic to, there's some colouring or something in there that I'm allergic to. So, orange chocolate. And my sister-in-law, sometimes, what do you want for Christmas? Or what do you want for your birthday? She goes, oh, just buy me like Terry's chocolate orange gift set or something like that. So, that's my, that's what I get her. And when she opens it up, I'm like, oh no, open it up over there. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know, it's something. I like my obviously I like my chocolate, but yeah, orange chocolate and me do not get on. But more power to you if you like orange chocolate. Malted milk. Ah, yes. But did I dream this in a wet dream one day? Is there a malted milk with chocolate on it? That's my answer. If not, a malted milk, a plain. Surely they've somebody's put chocolate on it. Or did they come? Yeah, they came plain and with oh yeah, those. Give me those any day of the week. Twice on the Sunday. Don Michael came in, but you were so close. The correct biscuit is the broken biscuit. Okay. There is 100% a chocolate malted milk. I want one of them now. Oh my god, I'm hungry now. The diet starts. I phoned my mum earlier on. I'm going to have the exercise bike, probably. She's got one in her spare room. I said, do you use it at all? Because I haven't used it for years. I'm like, last time used it during lockdown. So that was years ago. So I'm going to probably stick that in the living room and do my little cycling every day. And I'll probably read while I'm on it. It's one of those ones with a chair, like a back to it. So it is a comfortable bike, you know. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. But yeah, this talk of biscuits, I could probably eat a packet of them right now. Turn this into, they call them mukbang channels. Yeah, so sorry. So going back to my PlayStation 2024 wrap up, I played bang on 100 games, but that's just on PlayStation. Never mind all the retro games, the Xbox 360, PS3. Saturn, GameCube, all the other things, do you know what I mean? Don Macro Gaming, get back into the swimming, matey. The thing is, my last job, not the one I got sacked from, the other one before that, they had a swimming pool. It was in a tennis club, and it was a good pool. It was the only reason I stayed there for so long was because of the pool. And the time I finished work, when I was mornings, the pool, there'd be like 2 people in the whole swimming pool. So it was great. And the weight, I noticed I was stronger, I felt fitter. But there's a swimming baths where I live that's just closed down because they built a new one in this new, really expensive multi-gym. But there's a problem with the pool. It's about 6 months ago opened. And it's cracks, so it's leaking, and they've had to shut it, or the powers that be came down to shut it down because it's dangerous. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, like. So yeah, I'd love to get back into swimming, but and the thing is as well, the annoying thing when you go into like a normal swimming baths, it sounds arrogant as hell, right? Because I was an ex-international swimmer, I'll go in, I'm big guy, like they look at me like, what the hell is this land monster doing walking on poolside? But when I'm in the pool, people just get in my way. Do you know what I mean? It's so it just becomes stressful. So I remember trying to keep up my fitness with swimming before, and it wasn't worth it. It was like, there's no point in going in the pool because I was swimming in, I don't get out to first gear kind of thing, you know. Accessory 6, you still need to tell about the man you launched into the canal, lol. Maybe I'll talk about that on my, I haven't got anything to talk about really on my, the Christmas wrap, so maybe I'll retell that story. I'm going to retell the story, the Pizzagate one, because that was the only time I've had a video taken down, and they said a human has reviewed it, and it's offensive. Basically, I was sick on myself. That's not offensive. Like, how, I don't know, is that a religion? Oh, you can't be sick on yourself. You can't be drunk. So I don't know. So I'm running out of things to talk about on the Daily Wrap. So if you're there, Kev, remind me and I'll retell that story. I saw that guy the other day. Well, I say the other day, about a month ago as well. Because the last thing I said to the guy when he was in the canal was, if I ever fucking see you again, I'd lost my temper, obviously. If I ever fucking see you again, I'm going to launch you in the canal again. And I was on my way home from work. And I recognised the dog. I didn't recognise the guy. The guy was like right up against this wall. And I had to walk past him on a path that's like 2 meters wide kind of thing. So I had to walk, and he definitely knew it was me, and I was like, oh fuck. And it was along the canal as well. So, but it was a horrible cold winter's day. I thought, no, I'm not going to throw him in now, and he wasn't chops in anyway, so I let it go. You've had an eventful year. Oh, it's never a dull moment. Never ever a dull moment in my life. I just want a quiet year, not getting sacked from work. I can't wait to get this year out of the way. Still waiting for my payout as well for my motorbike accident. The pizza one was a good one. Yeah, it's fun. How is that offensive? You know what I'm talking about. It's not offensive, and that's the only thing I talked about. They even told me it was like 12 minutes and 42 seconds into this video. That's the bit that's offensive. And I was talking about my exam that I had to pass, or something. When I was trying to become a manager, you had to pass this exam. I'm talking about that exam. That's not offensive. Like, what the hell? So I'm just going to retell it. If it gets taken down, it gets taken down. I'm not in it for the money. It'll just be fun. It's just going to be a fun evening, you know, like it normally is. Yeah, I'm up to date on the comments. Yes, I played 100 games, 38 of them. It's really good, really, I find it interesting. 38 of them were PS5 games. So I played 38 different PlayStation 5 games. I'm looking. I didn't even know if I've got 30. I didn't realise I had that many. It sounds a lot, doesn't it? PlayStation 5 games and 62 PlayStation 4 games. So the PlayStation 4 is still going strong, isn't it? It says gaming style, surprise, surprise. A bit lower actually than I thought it would be. They called it brawler or fighting games. But 21% of my time has been spent playing fighting games. Okay. UPSL not jump just had a 3.5 hour Fallout documentary taken down for suspicious reasons. Like, how... It sounds cooler, doesn't it? Imagine this was your job. Imagine, right? Imagine you got on... You're one of the first people to set up a YouTube channel when it first started, and you had the ad pop, like Apollopolis and all that. You went through all that. But imagine you were earning like thousands a month, and you go, well, yeah, I don't need to go to work now. I'm just being me. I'm just doing my thing, and I'm getting all these ads on my videos. And then you go, right, okay, so you have a video, put 3.5 hour documentary, you know, you adapt, you put a bit more effort into your videos, do you know what I mean? Editing, scripting, whatever style. And then someone's got the power, it's out of your control, will take that video down. So that 3.5 hour video, Fallout video, documentary, could be the one video that YouTuber puts out. So he needs to pay all his bills, he might have a family. Do you know what I mean? They're going to look into it, they're going to reinstate it, whatever's gone on there. Someone can take a dislike to you. Then all of a sudden, you're up shit creek, can't pay your bills that month. Do you know what I mean? What a horrible... It sounds cool, But nah, fuck that, do you know what I mean? Nah, I just rather it's just a hobby, keep it that. Don't put yourself in that situation. He appealed and they reviewed the video in 1 minute and said he was wrong. Fuck, that is suspicious. With mine, I appealed it, and then they basically said we're taking it down permanently because of what you were saying at 12 minutes, blah, 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 blah. And then when I went on, I still come, and he was like, you can appeal again, and it's 3 months. I was like, fuck, I don't care. I didn't have many views. Whatever, didn't I? I'll just tell the story again. But yeah, what a horrible way to earn a living. Like, I got sacked. That was bad. I went to work that day, and then halfway through the shift, I was sacked. So he was like, fuck, how am I supposed to pay my bills? But I had a bit of savings, thank God. That's run out now, unfortunately. But that was bad. But I could have appealed. I could have fought for it, because they said I was R-word, because it was I won't get into it. But, yeah, and it was. I know for a fact if I kicked up a stink about it, I would have got my job back. But I'm like, fuck, I don't want to work here anyway. If they're too woke for their own good, nah, I don't want to work for a company like that. That's my attitude on it anyway. But yeah, it sucks, man. As much as I love YouTube, it's one of my favourite hobbies. I'm going out with my dog's my favourite hobby. This is probably a close second, up there with gaming, do you know what I mean? That sucks, though. Act 6, it's like music copyright. It only matters if you're monetized. I've had hundreds of warnings, but nothing happens, lol. With the music, I've watched one of my videos back about Tekken when I'm deciding what my game of the year is going to be. And some videos after it, I love the Tekken soundtrack, Tekken 8 soundtrack. So I got Tekken playing in the background, and one of the videos go, yes, we're listening to this music again, but there's no music. So I think YouTube's got some tool or AI that can take the music off, but you're talking still, unless I'm wrong, I'm going deaf. But it's really clever, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I've heard like people have 3-second clips or something, the whole video taken down. I don't know. I've had comedy videos removed for copyrighted music. There was no music in it. Couldn't even appeal. Yeah, so yes, keep your day job, I think, is the way to go with that. I mean, you might just hit it big, and I'd love to be. I love my YouTube channel, right? I love it. Subscribers 1,992, is it? No, 1.92. What's that? 1,920. If it goes up, it goes up. If it goes down, it goes down. Do you know what I mean? It's all about the fun. That's what I like about YouTube. Like right now, I'm having a good time talking to like-minded people. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but I'd love to have a free game once. You know, like Street Fighter 7. God knows how far away. I know we're miles away. I'd love that. That'd be like a dream come true. That'd be Capcom recognizing me as one of their biggest fans. Do you mean that's the goal. That's not why I'm doing it, rather. So it's not the goal. That's the dream. Do you know what I mean? But that's not why I do it. I wouldn't want to do it for a job. Do you know what I mean? Imagine, this is work. I don't know. It wouldn't be as fun then, would it? And then you worrying, this video, that stressed me out. This video is taken down. And I hear this, the nightmares they get hold of. They don't tell you exactly the communication. You got to appeal. You got to go through these options. But it's very confusing. I don't know if it's confusing by design. Do you know what I mean? Cloud84. What is occurring? Cloud84. Welcome to Monday night. Live from your mom's basement. I forgot to put that on there. Sorry, guys. Hope all is well. All good in the hoods. Just been playing the Soul Reaver remasters. Great games. It's a collection. One of them was on the Soul Reaver. One was a PS2 game, was it? I got one of them. I do remember playing them back in the day. At least one of them. I got a feeling it was a PlayStation 1 game. Did it start in the PlayStation 1? But they're good, they're good remasters. Happy days. I've got a video still up where I play the whole Pink Floyd The Wall album. happy days. See, I don't, it's inconsistent, do you know what I mean? I do not know what's going on. So going back to my PlayStation 2024 wrap up. Yeah, so 21% was fighting games. No, I'm surprised that number. I thought it would have been higher. It's no surprise that it's my number one genre. That doesn't surprise me at all. But it has been a quiet year, isn't it, for new releases? I think, like I said, we've had 3 new fighting games come out this year. Top 3 games I played. Check these numbers out now, right? So, Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. I've played that game, that fighting game, for 69 hours. I've played it. 69 hours. And the month's not even up. That's not even a full year. When I'm off work next week, that number, they're rookie numbers. I got to get those numbers up, do you know what I mean? Number 2, Rise of the Ronin. I loved my playthrough of that. I spent 51 hours, and that's one playthrough. Outstanding game. I was surprised how good it was, okay? That's definitely easily in my top 5, possibly in my top 3 games of the year, Rise of the Ronin. I really enjoyed it. Coming in at number 3 was Final Fantasy 16. Great game. It's the only Final Fantasy game I've ever finished. I spent 44 hours playing that. Coming in at number 4 was Diablo 4. Seems like ages ago I played that. So that must have been, I know January, February were Tekken 8 was probably the star of the show there. I think I was actually still playing I still enjoying Mortal Kombat 1 in the early part of the year. So yeah, Diablo 4. Seems like about 2 years ago I played that. Obviously it wasn't. And Tekken 8 was coming in at number 5. But for Diablo and Tekken, I haven't got the numbers, how many hours I put into it. But I'm probably, this Friday, really going to get back. I plan to get back into Tekken 8. Because you've got Clive Drexler, whatever his name is, from Final Fantasy 16. He's in there. Gonna buy him. £6.49 I think he is. I get paid on Friday. And I'm probably going to redo the story mode. I might stream it. Who knows? So, total hours. It sounds a lot, but when you break it down for the year, it's actually not that bad. Total hours I spent just on my PlayStation 5. 667 hours. I think that's lower than last year. I can't remember what I was last year. So 677 hours. I've subdivided that by the 52. So I've added, I don't know when that goes up to. I don't know if it's up to the day, how accurate it is. Does it even include December? So 667 hours divided by 52 is 12.8 hours per week. It's not that bad. I know I go a couple of days without playing. Some days I don't even come into the games room, do you know what I mean? I'm in here most days, don't get me wrong. But yeah, that's not as bad as I go, oh my God, 667 hours. I need to be more productive. But it's my happy place, do you know what I mean? We all game, it's our escape, isn't it? So I've had a terrible year. Woe is me, I know. Get your violins out. But I think if I didn't have this room in particular, the last year would have been a lot harder. Because like when I'm playing Rise of the Ronin, for example, and I've just been sacked for an insane reason, do you know what I mean? If I was sitting downstairs and I overthink things, see? But while I'm playing that, or Tekken 8, or whatever game I'm playing, for those 12.8 hours a week, I'm not thinking. I'm in a nicer place than I perhaps would be, do you know what I mean, if I wasn't gaming. Does that make any sense, okay? This is an advert for gaming. So that's all I wanted to talk about, guys. So let's have a quick look at the comments. How long have we been going for as well? Oh my God, nearly an hour. 69, nice. Yeah, I couldn't have planned that any better. I got a feeling I'm in the 70s, mind. I got to be honest. I think I've played that game longer. So I don't know how with this thing, how up to date they are. Maybe it was up to December or the first week of December. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty confident I've gone over the 70-hour mark. Cloud84 just rediscovered the Bloody Raw fighting games. Should bring that franchise back. Well, second person. Yes, you're right. You are right. Accessories X Kev said that right at the beginning, pretty much of the stream. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, there is a market out there. Or what they should do is bring back like a Capcom fighting collection, do a Bloody Raw game collection, a full series, just like dipping their toe in to think, oh, is there a market out for it? If it sells really well, put those profits into the making a new updated version, like Virtua Fighter 5. I thought we were getting Virtua Fighter 6 when I first saw it, but we're getting like a remaster, all singing, all dancing. It looks amazing. Could do like there's something like that, like a soft reboot or something, I know. Well, I would buy it, and Kev would buy it, and you would buy it, Cloud84. So, yeah, that would be an instant success. It's like, do these companies want money? Do you like money? These games just lost the time, aren't they? Let's have a look. Oh, Donald Macro Gaming. Kevin Tony were just saying that before. Yes, exactly. Exactamente. Accessories 6. Yeah, Cloud is playing Bloody Raw 4 on the PS2 last night. Nice. God, I haven't played Bloody Raw. What's the one that came out on the Bloody Raw on the GameCube? It's a Primal Fury or something like that it's called. That's the last time, and I bought that about 18 months ago was the last time I was playing a Bloody Raw game. Too long. We can't play all the games all the time, can you, unfortunately? I only remember them on PS1. I bet the PS2 versions were great. They're all good. I don't think there's a weak link in the series, do you know what I mean? Dead or Alive as well. Interesting physics engine. Yeah, what they call it? Jiggle physics. I was thinking that, actually. I wouldn't mind another Dead or Alive game. So it'd be Dead or Alive 7. But I think Dead or Alive 6 has got the record. It's technically the most expensive modern game, isn't it? If you wanted to buy all the costumes, skins, DLC stuff, not just fighting game, any game out there at full price. So it's one of those. I know if I start buying skins and costumes, I need to get back into the game to start with. But if I get back into it and I buy one skin or one costume, that's it. I'll be watching them all whenever they go on sale, or I'll just go, fuck it, I'll just buy it. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking them all. I'll be even poorer than I already am. Don't know, Macro Gaming. I'm bloody awful at fighting games. I'm half blind, and my reactions are terrible. Fuck, I was shocked how bad I was playing Street Fighter Alpha 3 the other day. It was like, I was playing just before we went live. I thought I haven't played my arcade cabinet for a while. So that's King of Fighters 2001. I forgot as well, King of Fighters 2001 is 4 characters, isn't it, in a team, not 3. And I was like, fucking rusty at this game, do you know what I mean? Muscle memory, that's the phrase that about 30 minutes ago, the muscle memory. That's what you need with fighting games. Because I've been playing Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising 69 plus hours. My muscle memory's geared towards that game. So I'm trying to play in his very different style with like Street Fighter. It's not too different, actually, but it's different. I'm pressing, like, the L2 to run, and it's not the same mechanics, do you know what I mean? Muscle memory. I'm terrible. That's the phrase I was thinking of, like, 45 minutes ago or something like that. But yeah, you don't have to be good at the games to enjoy. You can still enjoy the games and stuff like that. I do, anyway. Same as first-person shooter games. I do think, like, it's a good game, that Space Marine. It's like third-person shooter. But I don't know, it's not... Am I disappointed? I don't know if like, tastes changed, don't they? I've said it before. Like, when Xbox, my favourite genre, was first-person shooters by miles. It was that was where it was at. I've always played fighting games. So I have the current fighting game. I've had maybe a miss a Tekken 2, a miss got Tekken 3, stuff like that. But I've always loved first-person shooters. But now, obviously, it's fighting games. I just can't get enough. Can't get enough of them. Do you know what I mean? More the merrier. Cloud84, just mash the buttons, done. It works for most. Yeah, it's some games like a good. Well, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus is not heavy on the stick. Do you know what I mean? So it's probably, if I played on a stick, I probably struggle on a stick because I'm so used to, again, my muscle memory is a control pad. But there's a thing out now. They've been out for a couple of years. I think they're called hit pads. So it's like an arcade stick, but arcade or fight stick, sorry. But it hasn't got the actual lever. It hasn't got that. It's just buttons. And I think they're allowed now. At first, they were seen as cheating. So it's for people who I'm always be arcade. The reason I want to play with an arcade stick is because that's how I was introduced in the arcade. That's what I was used to. So when I got this stick on my lap or when I'm playing, buttons aren't for me. But I think the next generation, it just be confusing. They press a button and it'll jump, or they press a button and it'll run forward. I'm not sure how it all works, but yeah, there's different modes as well. Like with Street Fighter 6, there's 3 modes in there. So you've got classic mode, so for people like me that you like to use the stick. And memorize the actual inputs for certain combos and stuff. That's for people like me. But then there's what's it called? Modern controls, I think it's called modern. Yeah, I think it's called modern mode or modern controls, where it's very clever. I think there's like an AI in it almost that. I don't know how to explain it. It makes it a lot easier. You can do combos by pressing a button rather than all the other bits all the other mechanics go into it, if that makes any sense. I'm probably not making sense, but Tekken 8 is another one. If you mashed, you probably get it, especially if you're playing as like Leroy or something. He's always been a masher. So yeah, I wouldn't write it off. Maybe we'll get into a fighting game, do you know what I mean? We on Macro Gaming, that's how I play every game. Okay. X 6, OG Xbox was Bloody Rogue Extreme. Oh, it was OG Xbox. What's the one I got? I can't see it now. I'm sure it was the one that came out on the GameCube. Was the last Bloody Rogue game I've picked up, and I think the only Bloody Rogue game I need is the first one, because I think I got Bloody Roar 2. Yeah, I think it's only the first one I need, as far as I'm aware. But who knows, maybe 2025 I'll have a complete Bloody Roar collection. Cloud84, I got the Turtles compilation on Xbox, and it came with Tournament Fighters. That one's good fun. Oh, yes, I've got that as well. I got the PlayStation 4 version, and we borrowed... It would have been for the Super Nintendo Tournament Fighters. And I got so much good memories because that was a game. I was Turtle fanatic. That was the first pop culture, first thing that I was obsessed with. It was that, then it was dinosaurs at Jurassic Park. I was that age, right? And I had all the comics. I wish I kept them. I got really good at drawing the turtles. Raphael was my guy. I watched the movie flipping heck at least once a week when I had it on tape on VHS. And then Tournament Fighters. My brother liked Turtles as well, so he would want to play as well. Both of us. Donatello was the best character in that game. And when they announced they were doing that, is it the Cowabunga Collection? When they announced the Cowabunga Collection, Tournament Fighters, that's the reason I want it. Yes, Turtles in Time. Good we finished that. I completed that technically in the arcade. I think there was 4 people playing, and I was basically waiting for my turn. And the guy one of the players run out of money. They were like, quick, somebody put money in. So I put the money. I think he thought I was putting money in so he could play, but I was putting money in. And I played, and we finished it. So technically I finished it, but I didn't play the game all the way through. Yeah, that's a great collection, that is. I was a bit disappointed with Shredder's Revenge, though. I think I had it and traded it in. Yeah, I think I traded that in. But yeah, Tournament Fighters, great fun game. Don Mackerel, gaming. The one thing that they never warn you about with aging is you start to lose the ability to do what you love. I never forget my dad having to sell his guitars off. I was like, your hands don't do what doesn't come as natural. Like mashing, that's something I hate, right? So, like, I don't know, when you're a teenager, like, for example, Mortal Kombat 1, you can actually turn it off as well. I didn't know this the first playthrough on story mode. Do you know the test you might thing where you got to like mash the buttons and get the bar within the certain zone and then press the button? Oh my God, I hate those. It's better on a stick because you can just rub your fingers over the buttons. I suppose you can do it with a control pad as well. But I swear to God, I'm in my 40s, it's a chore, do you know what I mean? But years ago, it was just, I could just go with my thumb. That's probably as fast as I can move my thumb now, do you know what I mean? No chance. I wouldn't get any further on Mortal Kombat 1. And if either could turn it off or rub your fingers over. What have we got here? Axel 6, the GameCube is bloody raw. Primal Fury. It is bloody raw. Did I say Primal Fury? Yeah, I bought that. I remember I bought it randomly. I bought it in Comic-Con in London. I wasn't expecting to see that. I was like, boom, I'm having that. And it was for a very decent price. And it's in a good condition as well. You've got to be careful with the GameCube discs, haven't you? Because I've had a few, looks like light surface scratches. But by the time I come home, they don't work, do you know what I mean? So you've got to be careful with the GameCube. I want to play that Turtles in Time. Not a Tournament Fighter now. I remember Donatello, because he had the stick, didn't he? And he had the range. He was kind of, in a roundabout way, like the Dalsim. Like, he was the first character I ever played in Street Fighter 2. He's not my main now, but he used to be. Back in the day, when I first, early 90s, got into Street Fighter. But yeah, Donatello was my guy. It's mad, isn't it, that they haven't done a new one, like the Turtles characters. It's like Star Wars is another one as well. So with Turtles, there's so many characters to choose from. You have such a diverse roster, do you know what I mean? And I did get excited last year. We had the Turtles crossover with Street Fighter 6. I thought, oh, brilliant. So we're getting the Ninja Turtles in Street Fighter, but it was just costumes and skins, wasn't it? I suppose you did get the Turtles in Injustice 2, and they were by far the most fun characters to go as. So you go as one. I used to go as Raphael, obviously. And then you got the other characters, like tagging, jumping characters. I mean, yeah, the three. That's such a good game. Injustice 2, do you know what I mean? Okay then, guys. I think that, we talked long enough. Unless anyone wants to talk about anything else. Yes, I've been a busy bee. I'm really glad I finished Fable 3. Oh, yes. It's like my life is like I said earlier on, an itch I've been dying to scratch for over 10 years. And I thought, didn't remember I bought it. It cost me like 50 pence or something like that, probably in CX when I picked it up. Thought, one day I'll get back into it. Actually, I think last summer, I did struggle actually. Last summer I tried to get back into it. Played it for a good 4 hours, and it didn't save. And then I did struggle actually. Twice it done it to me. So it kept my main save for the last time I played it. So when I loaded it up, it doesn't give you say new game. So you go new game, and then you got the crown and everything on. And I know I went to do new game. So then I played for about, if you've played the game, I'll tell you how far I got. So I did all the opening cutscene, made the decision, do you keep your girlfriend or do you kill your girlfriend? Did all that, went to the first, that camp thing, got them on my side, raised about 20,000 gold. Went into think, saved. Next day come on, and it didn't save at all. I'm like, oh my god. And I remember I was in work that day, one of the days last week. I said, what am I doing wrong? So basically, you have to go in and delete your original save. It's like a glitch or something, or maybe it's just my Xbox 360, I don't know. Yeah, but it's like you got to delete your original thing and then it saves it, you know what I mean? But I was like going, right, I've been 20 minutes, let's save it again, save it, turn off the Xbox, turn it back on, just to make sure. Otherwise, if I didn't replay it and do it this time, I probably would have just gone, no, I'm never playing it again. Well, that's where my head was at, you know? Access 6, I once bought Eternal Darkness on GameCube. It didn't work, so I sent it back. But the eBay guy tried to say it was my GameCube was faulty, but I did get a refund. Stuff like that puts me off, do you know what I mean? Like, there's more scammers out there than ever, I think, do you know what I mean? And like some people go tested, or when they say not tested, I stay well away from them. Or if someone has like just a online, like an internet. So if I'm selling that, you know, rather than taking a photo of all the sides, you know, or the discs in my my Wii, you know, opening it up, showing you everything like that. But some people just have like the stock photo, as if they've gone on their website. Stay away from them. That's my experience, but I'm not as experienced as you guys on eBay. I don't even look. I haven't even gone on eBay the last 2 weeks, I don't think, because I know I'll be buying stuff. So my way of resisting the urge is just don't look at it. That seems to be working for me. Do you know what I mean? Donald Mac Gaming. I've had GameCube discs that don't work on the GameCube, but work in the Wii. Oh, that's interesting. I remember, I think, the first time we ever went to Comic-Con, if you're still there, my imaginary friend Chris, he was there, right? And it was Splinter Cell for the GameCube. And it was when I was just getting back into gaming. So I only had a GameCube at one point. So I was a just retro gamer, just GameCube. And I picked up Splinter Cell. I looked at the disc and Chris said, oh, I don't know about that. That's quite a lot of scratches. I said to him something stupid like in front of the seller, the vendor, whoever he was. Of course it's going to work. You wouldn't be selling dodgy stuff in Comic-Con. Always lurking. So I was like, yeah, you know, like I should have listened to you, Chris. Got home. Of course it doesn't fucking work. And the other one was Return of the King. For both hands, yeah. I don't know why I just didn't take it back. Paid like £3 for it or something. Took it home. Didn't work. So I'll actually try those games in the Wii. That's a good shout, actually. Interesting though. It works on one and not the other. Sulta Scene. Yes, exactly. Again, I don't know. I've had a couple of issues. A lot of the issues I have in this area, I'm not, especially now because everybody's having stuff delivered. Like when you go on like the local news, like Facebook pages and stuff, there's every driver seems to be dropping stuff off wherever he wants. Every single day this week, right? And last week, there's been a photo of a door. Does anyone recognise this door? Every driver's delivered it to the wrong address. I don't. That's not my door. Like every single day. So it's just as if, yeah, I'll deliver that one there. Delivered. I've heard in my last job, a couple of the guys used to work in the Every in Bridgend, and they would say, you know, how bad it is in there. They're always looking for drivers as well. So that's not really a good sign, is it? Yeah, so I ideally I just stick to Amazon if there's any shit. Then you can pull a Karen, you can maybe speak to your manager kind of thing and give me a refund. But yeah, I haven't had a lot of trouble with actual sellers, do you know what I mean? I've had, what was it? Samurai Warriors, is it 5 or whatever the newest Samurai Warriors game is. I ordered the basic version of that, although I thought I paid something like £15 for it. They sent me like this huge box, deluxe edition. So I've done well on that. Actually, yeah, another one with the two. See that poster there, that big Street Fighter one? And there's one just behind the camera there. I bought like a set of Street Fighter DVDs, the anime. I already had it on DVD, but this was a slightly different version, and it had the alpha ones as well. And I thought, I've never actually seen them. I know they're terrible, right? But I thought, yeah, I'll get them, like kind of from a collector's point of view, and I wanted to try and watch them. And it said includes posters, but they didn't have pictures of the posters. I honestly thought it was a poster that's in the DVD thing, but they're not. They're huge. Look how big those posters are. They're really good ones. So I've actually probably lucked out more than I haven't done well. I ordered, I don't know why, a headband, a Street Fighter headband, and it just didn't show up. And it was like £3. Got a refund, but I actually wanted it. And the woman just deleted me or blocked me or something. And the other one, really annoyed with this actually. So it kind of worked out better because my mum's like, what can I get you for Christmas? So one thing I wanted, so it's the 25th anniversary of the Blair Witch Project, isn't it? So there's a collector's edition. I think they're limited to so many. They sold out in HMV and Amazon pretty much straight away. It was £45. And it had like a book. It's a proper collector's edition. But I wanted it. It was a remaster. So they cleaned it up a bit. Cleaned the sound up as well. And there was a load of extra features. So I wanted it mainly for the extra features. It was like a diary. It was the book. What's the woman's name? Her like diary, and I thought that's a cool extra cool thing to have. So yeah, sold out everywhere. Then I found a seller on eBay selling it, but it was like a shop on eBay selling it for $49.97. So it was like, call it a £5 more than everywhere else was selling it, but they had them in stocks. Paid straight away. A week goes by. I'm thinking, where's my Blair Witch thing? The message, oh, we sold it to you in error. We didn't have it in stock. And I looked then, they're selling for like £150, £200. So obviously what the seller's done, go, oh, that's shot up in price. Just tell them we haven't got it so we can make a profit. I have kept an eye for the next couple of days to see if they were reselling it. So I wouldn't be happy, but I just thought, whatever. So they did give me a full refund. But that was really annoying actually because I wanted that. But then my mum's like, well, what else can I get you? Of course, that's when I got the fight stick, the Hori Alpha fight stick, which is still downstairs. I'm not touching it until Christmas Day, you know. We've had reports of every driver thieves, and even worse, Royal Mail thieves. Royal Mail are pretty good in my, I know it depends on area. They're pretty good in my area. I know that kind of the times they're around is normally are 11 to between 11 and 1. They're coming up my street, you know what I mean? So I know if I'm waiting for a parcel, yeah, they're normally pretty good. And the place we go to collect it is walking distance away if they do miss. I think it's they do 3 attempts. If you're not in for 3 times, you can go pick it up. So if it says Royal Mail, that's my first choice of courier in my area, do you know what I mean? Royal Mail has been sold to a foreign country. Are they really? I did not know that. No, they were on strike and they're not happy about this or that. They still charge ridiculous postage. I think it's like £3. Actually, say Amazon this is, what I bought for my sister-in-law, I'm paying more for shipping than the actual fucking thing she wanted. So it's like, that's what she wants. Do you know what I mean? But hey ho. I remember when the PlayStation 5 launched, and there was like here in the UK anyway, there's a massive shortage, wasn't there? Like, it was really hard to get hold of. I was working for DPD, and Sony, or one seller of them, was shipping them to customers and not putting them in another box. So do you know the actual PlayStation, when you go in the shop and they give you the box? Yes, it's a good quality box, but you think, because it was such a high demand for them, you'd like at least disguise it as something else. Absolutely tons of them went missing. They sacked 2 guys that I know of, but what they were doing, quite clever, they were like, say, because there's GPS on these vans, isn't there? So know where you're going, and like, oh, it wasn't loaded on my van or something. Or I don't know where I'm playing dumb. They were like driving up to an address, throwing it over, like, say it's like a bushes or something, throwing the PlayStations over into the bush, and then carrying on with the route, then going back, that's what they reckon, then going back after the shift had finished in their own vehicle to pick up the PlayStations, and loads of them went missing. Yeah, it's just like why would you like they sell them? Isn't it? It's like some people are selling them like for up to like £1,000, weren't they? Like CX are selling them £700-800. I'm sure they were when they first came out. Talking about scalpers, but yeah, this I remember whenever I see the PlayStation 5, it does remind me of those darker days working in DPD. I was working in the warehouse, I was the fucking I hated it. I was the guy who used to shout to people. I was up on like a raised platform a lot of the time, and I had to watch, like literally watching. Oh, that can't go on the belt. That's too heavy, or that's too wide. And I was, oh, it's fine. I put it on there yesterday. I was like, yeah, you fucked it up. Yes, like shouting. I hated it. They're like being the bad guy. You know what I mean? I think that's it, guys. Unless anyone wants to talk about anything else, I think we covered a lot tonight, didn't we? We covered basketball. We covered biscuits. We've covered YouTube as a career. Why it's a bad idea. Thefts with Royal Mail, DPD. But yeah, in this whenever someone's selling something with I just don't buy. I'm like, nah, I'm fine. And it's annoying sometimes with Amazon. I honestly naively thought, whenever you buy something with Amazon, they got their own couriers, haven't they? But then it says, oh, Every've got your parcel. I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. Well, that Owlboy game that I bought, it took them over 6 weeks to deliver that. I had a full refund because they said it was delivered. And I was like, what are you talking about? I haven't had it delivered. Oh, right, okay. Well, it says, if you want a refund, you've got to send it back. I'm like, no, I haven't fucking had it, you dumbass. So that was when I actually spoke to someone from Amazon about that. And it wasn't an expensive game. Then it was at least 6 weeks later, Every said we got your parcel. I thought it was just, these scam things. Click this or whatever. Just delete that email. Next thing is that game comes to the bloody post box. Donald Macker came in. My misheard Korea, and that you were saying Korea is a bad idea. It's okay though. She's a massive racist. Oh, she's like me then. That's why I got sacked from my last job. My imaginary friend Chris, but it's the most handy place. What, Amazon, you mean? If it's Amazon, you mean, yes, it is. It is just so easy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was looking, was it today? God, my days are, I'm all over the place. Yeah, I bought my mum. I'll give you an example. There's like a statue thing. My mum loves giraffes. That's her favourite thing in the world. So there's like a wooden, every year we buy a giraffe stuff. So there's like a wooden figure I saw, and a few places are selling it. It's something like £2 more. Technically, it's probably cheaper because I'm an Amazon Prime customer. So it's for probably the same price then. It's just easier to have it with Amazon. And I normally have stuff, when I was working full time, Sunday's my delivery day. So you just know, I'll have it on my normal delivery day. So if you buy 3 or 4 things throughout the week, it's all in one delivery. It's just so convenient now, isn't it? With Amazon. Amazon 6 was supposed to be part of that. I get everything from AliExpress now, twice as long delivery, but half the price. I haven't got the patience, see. I like it when you can track. Do you do it when you like track your driver and goes, oh, you're 9 stops away, and they're like, I'm not playing the game. I'm like, update, where are you? And if you know, like, oh, there's a Greg's, but they're just in Greg's, what are you doing? Bring me my stuff, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just too convenient with Amazon, but they're not as good as they used to be. They're slipping. I think they're maybe too popular for their own good. Do you know what I mean? They can't keep up with supply and demand and all that shit. Do you know what I mean? I think that's going to be it, guys. Time we're 8:30. Yeah, and if there's anything anyone else wants to talk about, I want to do a games room tour. I'll try and do a quick, try to get it under an hour, but when I get talking, as you probably, like, this is a good example, it's hard to make me stop, do you know what I mean? But that won't be live. So I'll try and do that before Christmas. I'll do, what's Christmas Day? It's a Wednesday, innit? So I might do the daily wrap Might be next Monday Night Live, might be that. I don't know. But I got to move the table around and stuff like that. That's first world problems, isn't it? So I'll do that video. Yeah, I can't afford any more pickups now. So my next pickups video will be what I had for Christmas. I'll probably be spoilt. I'm always spoilt, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I don't know when I'll be doing a video next. I'm a bit worried as well with my job. So I go in, I'm a cleaner in a college, and they said today it was really quiet. It was quite clean as well. I got like a section. I got like classrooms and like the sports hall to clean and stuff like that. So I'm clear. That's quite clean today. And then around about 8 o'clock when I finish, there's normally you can see the teachers' cars are all pulling up and the odd students floating around and stuff like that. So there's no one here. So I looked at the car park. It was empty. So then the manager says, yeah. I said, so when do we break up? She said, Friday. She goes, I said, oh, it's really quiet today. She goes, yeah. Though everyone's working from home, so all the students aren't in all week. So when I go in tomorrow now, all these classrooms, no one would have gone into the classroom. So common sense, if I was a business person, I'd say, we don't need you for the rest of the week, but I need the wage, I need the money, do you know what I mean? Anyway, that's my little rant at the end of the video. So hopefully I'll have if I'm in work, I should have quite a stress-free, not that I get stressed as a cleaner. I mean, it should be quite an easy week to look forward to, do you know what I mean? But still tiring, getting up at 4 o'clock every morning. Okay, guys, that's why I'm telling you that. Yes, I think we will cut it off there. Thanks for everyone for watching. Please go check out Craig's Here Again. If you want to see the best games room I've ever seen, go check out his video. Okay, I will tag it once this uploads. Don Macro Gaming, interesting. I think YouTube blocks the word Amazon on. Oh, does it really? Does it really? Interesting. It's clever now, though, isn't it? How they got these bots and stuff, and it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's another rant anyway. Right, we'll cut it off there, guys. Otherwise, if I go on another rant, we'll be here till about midnight. Thanks for watching. As always, have a great rest of your week. I'll catch you on the next one. Love you. Bye.